trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Bang out.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Penny. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. throwing again on second down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect Let your quarterback operate and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
48th month. 48th month. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Slam, slam.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run with Lynch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Lynch. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
They go to Elliott again. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Penny.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Now what can Prescott do in the OT? And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Stop your whining.
Prescott on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of... That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.